Ever wondered why some individuals seem to have an unyielding ability to stick to their goals, while others struggle? The answer might be simpler than you think: self-discipline. Self-discipline is like the unsung hero of our everyday lives. It's the silent force that keeps us on track, nudging us towards our goals, even when distractions abound. It's that inner strength that helps us resist the allure of instant gratification in favor of long-term success. In the personal realm, self-discipline manifests as the power to maintain a healthy lifestyle, to wake up early for a morning run, even when your bed is enticingly comfortable, or to choose a salad over a cheeseburger. It's about making choices that serve your well-being, even when they're not the easiest or the most fun. In the professional sphere, self-discipline is the engine that drives productivity and efficiency. It's the ability to stay focused on a task, despite the myriad of distractions that the modern workplace throws at us. It's the resolve to keep learning and improving, even when you're already good at what you do. And in our relationships, self-discipline plays an equally vital role. It's the capacity to listen when we'd rather speak, to compromise when we'd rather have our way, to give when we'd rather take. Across these diverse aspects of life, self-discipline is a common denominator for success. It's the thread that binds together the stories of people who achieve their goals, who live fulfilling lives, and who make a positive impact on the world. But let's not forget, self-discipline is not about punishing ourselves or living a life devoid of pleasure. It's about making conscious choices, about aligning our actions with our values, and about cultivating a sense of personal responsibility. So, self-discipline, it seems, is the secret sauce to achieving our goals. But how can we cultivate this crucial skill? The first step to cultivating self-discipline is setting clear, attainable goals. Imagine you are embarking on a journey to an unknown destination. Without a map or a clear idea of where you're going, the journey would be confusing, frustrating, and inefficient. This is also true when it comes to self-discipline. Without clear goals, our attempts at self-discipline can become aimless and ineffective. Goals are like the North Star for our self-discipline journey. They give us a sense of direction and purpose, helping us stay focused and motivated. More importantly, they provide a benchmark against which we can measure our progress, enabling us to make necessary adjustments along the way. But how do we set clear and attainable goals? Well, we can use the SMART framework, a widely recognized tool for effective goal setting. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break it down. A specific goal is one that is well-defined and precise. Instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," you could say, "I want to lose 10 pounds," which is a more specific goal. A measurable goal is one that can be quantified or tracked. For instance, "I want to read more" could be made measurable by saying, "I want to read 1 book per month." An achievable goal is a realistic one. If you've never run a mile in your life, setting a goal to run a marathon next month might not be achievable. A relevant goal aligns with your broader life objectives. If your ultimate aim is to become a writer, a relevant goal might be to write for 30 minutes every day. Lastly, a time-bound goal has a deadline. This creates a sense of urgency, prompting us to take action. For example, "I want to save $5,000 by the end of the year." By setting SMART goals, we can create a clear roadmap for our self-discipline journey. We know where we're going, how we'll get there, and when we plan to arrive. Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That step, in our case, is setting clear, attainable goals. Once you have your goals in place, the next step is to develop consistent habits. Habits, by definition, are behaviors performed on a regular basis, often automatically. They are the building blocks of our daily lives and play a significant role in self-discipline. Just think about it. The way we start our day, the food we eat, the time we allocate to exercise or relaxation. These are all habits that shape our lives and can either support or undermine our self-discipline. Positive habits are like allies that reinforce self-discipline. They help us stick to our commitments, motivate us to push through challenges, and ultimately guide us towards our goals. For example, a positive habit might be reading for 30 minutes each day to boost knowledge, or going for a morning run to enhance physical fitness. Over time, these habits become second nature, making it easier to maintain self-discipline. On the flip side, negative habits can be our greatest obstacles. These are behaviors like procrastination, overeating, or excessive screen time that can derail our progress and weaken our self-discipline. It's crucial to identify and tackle these habits, replacing them with positive ones. So how do we develop consistent positive habits? Here's a 3-step process. First, start small. Don't try to overhaul your life overnight. Instead, focus on one habit at a time. Second, make it easy. If you want to read more, for example, keep a book within reach. If you want to exercise regularly, schedule it at a time when you're most energetic. Finally, be consistent. Stick to your new habit every day, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency is what turns actions into habits, and habits into a lifestyle. Remember, the power of habit lies not in a single, dramatic change, but in small, consistent actions repeated over time. So don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results. It's the repeated actions, the small improvements, the tiny adjustments, that with time will lead you to your desired goal. Remember, consistency is key. It is the small daily habits that lead to big results. Now that we have our goals and habits in place, it's time to embrace challenges. Challenges are often seen as roadblocks, barriers to our progress. But let's flip our perspective and consider them as catalysts to our growth and self-discipline. You see, challenges inherently require us to dig deep, to tap into our reservoir of self-discipline. They push us to our limits and force us to confront our weaknesses, and in doing so, they offer us the perfect opportunity to strengthen our self-discipline. Think of it like this. Every challenge you face is like a weight that you lift at the gym. It's difficult, it's uncomfortable, and it might even hurt a little. But just as lifting weights strengthens your muscles, facing challenges strengthens your self-discipline. It's through this repetitive process of struggle and perseverance that you build your self-discipline muscle. On the flip side, avoiding challenges can weaken your self-discipline. It's like skipping the gym and expecting to stay fit. It just doesn't work that way. By avoiding challenges, you miss out on opportunities to practice and enhance your self-discipline. You remain in your comfort zone, and while that might feel safe and easy, it doesn't allow for growth. So how can we embrace and overcome challenges? The first step is to acknowledge them. Recognize that they are a part of your journey, not obstacles in your path. Next, break them down. A challenge can often feel overwhelming when seen as a whole. But when broken down into smaller, manageable parts, it becomes less daunting. And finally, remember to persevere. It's not about never failing, it's about getting up each time you fall. It's about pushing through, even when it feels tough. Because it's in those moments, when you feel like giving up, that your self-discipline is truly tested and strengthened. Remember, challenges are opportunities for growth. Embrace them, overcome them, and watch your self-discipline soar. So we've talked about the power of self-discipline and how to build it. Now, let's recap. We started by understanding the fundamental importance of self-discipline. It's the driving force that propels you to stick to your decisions and follow them through without changing your mind. It's the robust inner compass that guides you to make choices that align with your deepest values and aspirations, rather than being swayed by fleeting desires or distractions. It's the backbone of any successful endeavor. Then, we dove into the first step of cultivating self-discipline, setting clear goals. Having a distinct, well-defined target to aim for is crucial. It gives you a sense of direction, a clear path to follow. It allows you to concentrate your efforts and maintain your focus, enabling you to navigate through the fog of distractions and temptations that might otherwise lead you astray. Next, we explored the second step, developing consistent habits. Consistency is the key to turning our aspirations into reality. It's about doing what needs to be done, day in and day out, whether you feel like it or not. It's about building routines that automate positive behaviors and minimize the need for willpower. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is self-discipline. It's a gradual process that requires patience and persistence. Finally, we discussed the third step, embracing challenges. Challenges are not roadblocks, but stepping stones towards personal growth. They test your resolve, strengthen your determination, and refine your discipline. By viewing challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, you can cultivate resilience and fortitude, essential components of self-discipline. In conclusion, building self-discipline is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of learning, growing, and improving. It might be tough, it might be challenging, but remember, the rewards are immense. Self-discipline may not be easy to cultivate, but it is certainly worth the effort. So, start today and watch as your life transforms.